Hey everybody, welcome to Cooking with Noah. So I want to wish everybody a wonderful, wonderful holiday and a happy new year. So in light of that, I'm going to be making one of my family's favorite holiday dishes. I know that Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff has already passed. However, I find this to be a very wonderful winter dish that you can use all year long, and I'm going to show you guys in the end because we're going to put this in the freezer when we're done, and we're going to be able to use this wonderful, wonderful spice. I guess you can really call it like a marinade. You'll be able to use it all year long. All right, so let's get started. So this recipe was passed down to me from my grandmother. She showed me how to make it when I think I was maybe like somewhere like in my early 20s. I don't really remember. But anyway, I know that there's tons of variations of this recipe from different people, you know, different family recipes, but this is how my grandmother taught me to make it. And I think it's really good. So yeah, I hope you guys think it's good too. So we're gonna be making sofrito, which is pretty much a marinade. And you can use it for really anything, like anything that you want to, like if you want to marinate chicken or beef or whatever it is, you can just pop this out the freezer and use it in tons of different dishes. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is taking 2 bunches of cilantro. So definitely want to use the stems in here because that adds flavor and we do not want to waste that. The only thing I'm going to do is just cut off these butts here, which has a little bit of dirt on it. So not too much, just a little bit, maybe about like an inch or so, and then I'm just going to put these to the side. Then what I like to do is I like to just give it a rough chop because I don't want for the stems to twirl around the blade of my blender. So I'm just gonna give this a very, very rough chop and add that in. Next, we're gonna be taking our 2 yellow onions. So we're just gonna peel them and cut them in half. All right, next we're going to be adding in our green peppers. So similarly to the onion, we don't have to do lots of cutting here. I'm just going to take out the core and toss it in. All right, so once we get our peppers, onions, and cilantro in, we're gonna be adding in 2 teaspoons of freshly ground black pepper, 4 packets of sazon, 10 cloves of garlic, and 1 tablespoon of adobo. Then on top of that, we're going to do a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. So this is about a cup. I might need to add some more later, but let's get this blended and see what we need. All right, so once we get all of our ingredients in, we're gonna use either a blender or food processor to puree this into a nice puree. So the thing with this is that it is gonna be a bit thick. So if it's not coming together, you can just add a little bit more olive oil. Do not add water. I've made this mistake before. I know it seems easier and also a little bit more economical to just add a little bit of water, but what's gonna happen is it's gonna start separating and it's gonna be not super easy to use. So anyway, I'm gonna get this blended and I will let you guys know if I need a little bit more olive oil. All right guys, so I have all of my stuff all blended. The 1 cup of olive oil worked out beautifully. I did have to use the stick though to kind of get everything going, but once that happened, everything came together beautifully. So as you can see, it is a bit thick and there's no separation happening because we did not add that water. So at this point is where you would taste and see if you want to add anything. I tasted mine and I think I'm gonna be adding in a couple more cloves of garlic, but again, this is one of those recipes that's really I guess the best word I could think of is ancestral, right? So you taste it and you see, and if it works with you, then that's what you go with, right? There's not like a perfect science to your grandmother's cooking. So yeah, just give it a taste, add more garlic, add more cilantro, whatever it is you want to add, definitely add it, because this is for you, right? It's something that you're making for you, so make it taste good for you. All right, so once I get all of this blended up and I'm happy with the seasoning, I like to store them in mason jars. So this is the finished result. So this you can store in the freezer and just use bits and pieces of it for up to a year. Please do stick around, because in my next video I am going to be using this the sofrito here to make my another one of my grandmother's recipes, her super awesome and delicious traditional Puerto Rican rice. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please click that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. All right, thank you. Bye.